We're back with another mead review. Today is another Sap House Meadery mead. If you haven't seen the other one, I did their hopped blueberry, and I have a couple more of theirs coming. This is the sugar maple mead. So it's an Acer Glen, if you know what that is. It's basically a mead that is made with maple syrup as its base. So this thing is 13.8%. I'll show a picture on the screen, of course. 13.8%. 8%. I really like their bottles. They're like the tall, I don't even know what you call these things. But this thing, the label's really cool for one, and I'm definitely excited for this. So let me go and pour some out. Let's see what this thing looks like. Ooh, what a nice color. Yeah, this thing looks awesome. Okay, so just checking out the color on it. That thing looks incredible. That is the ideal color of like honey. All honeys have different colors. Some are darker, some are lighter. This is like the stereotypical honey color. And kind of swirling it around. Yeah, it's got some legs, which means like the bubbles, slash, it looks like oil a little bit, but the legs of this kind of stick to the side of the glass, which is really nice. Yeah, it's cold. I will say that this one is cold. The other one, I think I drank cold as well. I can't recall. Anyways, let's go ahead and smell it. Whoa. Definitely, it smells like honey, but it also has the maple side. It smells sweet. It does smell like it has a little bit of alcohol on the nose. Not super strong though. It is almost 14%, so I would expect there to be a little bit of an alcohol smell. Yeah, man. I'm getting like the maple side. I'm getting floral notes as well though. Like I'm getting almost like a sunflower-y. Interesting. Yeah, like a sunflower smell from this. Okay. Let's try it now. Whoa. Okay. It's definitely sweet. They got the sugar side right. Wow. It goes through a bunch of different like layers in this thing. It starts off with a really prominent sweet taste from maple syrup, some honey character or taste to it. There's a lot of floral note from this. Yeah, it's almost like kind of has not coffee, but toffee taste to it as it sits in my mouth longer. The taste that really pops out to me is actually the floral notes from this thing. They're really, really prominent, and this thing has a bunch of different layers from beginning to end taste, which to me is the sign of a really good mead if it can, a multi-dimensional mead, if it can have multiple layers of flavor all the way throughout it. Oh, yeah. It's very sweet, but it's like, it's not too sweet that I would not want to drink it. I don't know. Sometimes this really sweet mead could be like a specific dessert mead. This thing is sweet, but I can definitely see myself enjoying it in like a hot day like this or any other time like that. The thing that's really, really impressive about this is that its finish is very, very smooth. It's very sweet, and the honey and the maple syrup really help with that. But it is a very three-dimensional. It is very what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very in-depth mead. I don't know if that makes sense at all. I want to go ahead and do my atypical mead review sheet here. So as always, what I do is, this is a score sheet that I've created, not on the BJCP guidelines necessarily. This is just something I've done. I'm gonna rank it and give it a score on how I feel about it, and then I will tell you the end results. All right, this is definitely, I already know this for sure, the highest rated mead I've ever done, highest score given to a mead, and I will go ahead and walk you through all of my results. So first of all, color and appearance, I put 10 out of 10, and that's mainly because this thing has a very, it's very clear, but the legs are what's really nice about it, meaning that clinging to the glass, oily looking stuff, and the color was really good. Most of my stuff I give a pretty high score in regards to color and appearance, but this thing I think it's perfect, honestly. Nose and bouquet. This thing has a very complex and awesome nose bouquet. So we have maple smelling, sunflower, like I said. I was starting to get some notes of like cinnamon, clove, baking spices a little bit. It's slightly fruity. I'm getting like light fruit, pear, apple-ish smells to it. That could be part of that, what is it? Part of the floral notes maybe. So I give that 14 out of 15. Flavor, I said sweet, smooth, very flavorful, maple flavor prominent, but supported by floral notes. And that's super important. With a mead, you want to have something that has floral notes and the clear, quote, truth that honey is present in that thing. Now, moving on to finish. Again, I think this thing is a perfectly smooth finishing mead. It has a super complex structure that allows it to be more flavorful. So I give it a 10 out of 10. Said super smooth, great graduation of flavors. And that is just, I would not consider myself the master sommelier, taster, anything like that, because obviously I'm not. But I definitely feel like this thing has so much flavor throughout it, and I wish I could pick every single thing out, but I'm having a hard time doing that. Honey character presence, 9 out of 10, very present, extremely floral. I really like this. And mouthfeel body, 10 out of 10. I love the mouthfeel. It's very full body, doesn't feel too boozy or light. It has a nice, it lands on your palate well. So it's not tannic, anything like that. It's really, really good. Overall, I gave this thing 67 out of 70 points, which again is the highest I've ever given a mead. It's fantastic. I would highly recommend you go check out Sap House Meadery, any of their stuff for one. But specifically, I'm going to recommend this sugar maple mead because it is fantastic. If you don't like really sweet things, you might not like this. It is definitely sweet. That's clear. Is it so sweet that it's not enjoyable? No, I think it is definitely enjoyable. It is sweet. So, if you want to see my complete list of everything I've scored, also the videos of everything I've tried, those are on the channel, on the second channel. This is Man-Made Mead Extras. And I put down in my description a link to a composite score list for everything I've tasted. And that is where you'll see all the scores, all that stuff. Go check that out if you want. Also, go check out any of the other videos if you're interested in that. But check out Sap House Meadery. They're putting out some awesome, awesome stuff. And if you guys are watching Sap House, thank you for creating great meads. I've heard about you for a long time, and I'm very excited to be tasting them now. I will definitely be buying more from you guys in the future. Go check them out. Link in the description. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time with another mead review, or maybe on the main channel. So, cheers.